Hey, Alex and Nicole, so nice to see you guys.
Wow, it's really nice to see you too.
Yeah, great to see you too.
Oh my God,
good to be
it's so
here.
weird that we're all meeting up again.
Back at AFY.
Yep.
Hey, you know what this reminds me of?
What?
Remember that time that we were all hanging out at the beach?
Oh yeah.
And we saw that dog come up to us, and he was barking like.
Oh yeah.
And we were all scared that he was gonna like bite us because we didn't know where the dog was coming from. But then the owner came over and said to us,
Hey, that's my dog.
and we were like, whoa,
Yeah.
we're not trying to take your dog. We're this dog came over to us. And then I think we got out of the situation because we were making sandwiches and we were squirting the sauces on them, and the bottles were making the sound like. And he cracked up, so it wasn't that big of a deal. Remember that?
Oh yeah, and at that point in the story, this guy's like our buddy, right? So we're all hanging out together, we're all making jokes, we're cracking up, we are just laughing, making sounds like. He had a really strange laugh, like he just like
that guy had the weirdest.
it was
laugh
weird.
Yeah.
But then we started playing frisbee, right?
Sure. Mhm.
So
Yeah,
we were playing frisbee, throwing a couple discs around. But then the frisbee went all the way in the ocean, and it made a big
Splash!
oh.
And it was that frisbee
That
was
was-
way
that-
heavier.
that
than
hurt.
It was like a lead frisbee.
The splash that got into my ears, and it really didn't feel good.
Yeah, that was
so
bad.
what we had to do, remember, we had to swim out into the deep ocean, and when we were swimming, it made a little sound like this. Yeah.
I don't know.
Turns
why.
out it was a fish.
Yeah, and then I remember that there was a mysterious splashing in the water,
remember that, yeah.
and it sounded just like this. Yeah, so
Pretty close to a splash.
everyone is freaking out. They're screaming, they're yelling, terrified.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Right, everyone was yelling, "Oh my God!"
Yeah.
But it turns out that it was just a little goldfish making a big splash.
Yeah.
And the goldfish sounded like. Exactly.
Much less intimidating when you find out that it's a goldfish.
Right.
Yeah.
But I mean, that was the most chill part of the day.
Sure.
When it really got crazy is when night fell,
Oh.
and so we're chilling around the campfire on the beach, and it's crackling, making the sound like.
I don't know.
And it was talking
speaking.
to us.
The fire began to
That's when
talk.
things got crazy.
Yeah.
The fire was talking
That was
to
insane.
us.
And it didn't
Insane.
know.
And it took a turn for the worse at that point. We were talking back to the fire, but I think that it was the best situation because the storm happened and it sounded like and just blew the fire right out.
Yeah.
And we
The
didn't
talking
have to worry
fire.
about
No more
the
talking.
It was
fire
freaky,
anymore.
and we were like, let's just forget about it.
And we just got lucky at that moment that it blew it out. But I think even worse was when we were driving home and we saw that car crash that sounded like. And it's like more wind. It just like the wind was
The wind
pushing
pushed the cars together. And then we said, oh, let's just keep driving.
Yeah.
Because there's traffic right now. We don't want to hold this up. Let's just keep driving. So we kept on driving, and it sounded like. And I thought my car's might be out of gas here. It sounds like there's a little wind tunnel in the gas tank. So let's take it over to the gas station. So as my car was running out of gas, it made this weird clunkety noise. And it wasn't so clunky as much as a little.
Car?
I don't know. It wasn't making the right noises.
Yeah,
It
it
sounded.
was definitely-
So we took it to the gas station, and we took it to the mechanic, and we said, "Hey, buddy, my car's all messed up. Can you help me out?" And he said,
No.
"He said no."
Yeah. What was that all?
And then
about?
we didn't know what to do.
No. So then I'm getting a little hungry.
Yeah.
A little hungry because at this point we've been at the beach all day,
Definitely.
So since the car is broken, we keep on walking.
Yeah.
And we stop at a fast food restaurant, and I pull up to the drive-through, and I said,
Oh, here's a restaurant.
Which was that didn't help much.
He was like,
Because
"So what do
we
you
were at the
want?"
drive-thru.
Yeah, he didn't know what he wanted.
right,
So.
right. So then I discovered what I wanted.
Yeah.
So I said
It's on the
to the worker there,
Can I have a Big Mac, please? Does Wendy's serve Big Mac still?
Obviously, they didn't.
But
Obviously.
we had a long day at the beach.
And we were
sun.
all kerfuffled.
Yes.
We were all kerfuffled.
I think we were all a little kerfuffled.
And, they thought this was a little weird that we were going up to the drive-thru without a car.
True.
Yeah.
So they said,
Hey, you gotta get a car or you don't get service.
exactly.
That was funny when we ended up walking up to the window.
Yeah.
And shouting at the manager
Uh-huh.
there, and we all said.
Hey, we want food now!
And I think she took us a little more serious at that point.
Yeah,
absolutely.
When we got our food.
They just served it.
And we all ate it up. That was delicious, actually, in the long run. So we walked back home at that point.
Wait, what about when we were eating the food?
Oh my!
Wasn't
I
the
forgot
food so
all
good?
about
That was such
We
a
were
great
just
part of the
smacking our
story, Matt.
lips
Come on,
together.
rewind.
We were
The
just-
food was good, and I think we were a little too loud for how we were eating because
Yeah.
we all sounded like
Yeah.
we were just almost choking on our food because of
scarfing
how
it.
much we were putting in.
Scarfing it down.
Yeah, that was delicious. That
So
what happened? What did the manager say on the way out?
You're fired. Wait.
we got fired.
Got fired.
And we didn't even work there
We
yet.
hadn't worked there.
And so
That was crazy.
we couldn't go back. We were banned from the place essentially. I mean, I guess that's what he meant when he said we were fired. So we got back on foot. We put our shoes back on. Went outside to start walking home.
True.
Back to AFY, And so it's a long walk, and we were getting real tired. So we were sounding a little bit like.
Moo.
We started just getting delusional.
I think I
We
was
started,
just crazy.
yeah, we were turning into
A lot of animals
complete psychosis.
making different sounds. Yeah, we needed to get
We
home.
were in bad shape.
And also the Wendy's was it's Wendy's. It's
Yeah.
not the best quality. So we decided let's go. Well, it's fresher than
Yeah, it's I don't know.
others. So we decided to we're still a little bit parched. Let's go stop at Cumberland Farms, get a nice little Slurpee, and it sounded a little bit like.
Can I have a Slurpee?
Well, that was the problem. We can't just talk to the machines. We
Yeah.
needed to press the button. So obviously that wasn't happening for us.
So
But
instead,
our delusional state wasn't helping.
so we then pushed the buttons and the Slurpee poured into the cup, and we drank it.
Yummy.
And then, since I'd never used a Slurpee machine before, before I talked to it, I don't know. So I didn't realize that I then had to pay for the Slurpee.
Oh yes.
So I just walk right out of the store with it. I just walk right out of the store.
That's
And
when-
all of a sudden I hear someone running after me and they're saying,
Hey, you better share that with me or else I'm telling on you.
Ooh.
and I really don't want to get told on because, we don't want that. We don't want any tattletales here.
Yeah.
So I said, oh, here's your 89 cents. And the sound of the 89 cents dropping into the manager's hand sounded like this.
Ding.
Yep. Couple cents there. And so we were all set. But little did Nicole know that Matt and I also had a couple of Slurpees. And we weren't trying to pay the 89 cents. We knew about it. So we walked out, and then we heard a little siren coming for us.
It seemed a little muffled. They definitely.
Well, it was
needed-
far away.
Well, yeah.
And then it got closer. It sounded a little more like this. And it
So
got even
far
a
away.
little
They
bit
were
closer.
really- they were
We're
really getting scared here.
We were running away too, so we were still further away.
Then the siren sounded like.
It was right there, and we were
had no choice.
done. We had to, yeah.
And the police officer came up to us and said,
You need to get back in that store right now or else you're going to the cops.
Oh, yeah, we were scared
and
at
you
that
know what?
point.
We were honest. We gave them the money they deserved.
Yep.
And he sent us on our way.
And then we left, and we were walking, taking lots of steps on the street.
And they sounded like.
Nothing. I wasn't walking.
We didn't have our
at that point.
shoes
We didn't have
on.
our shoes with
I
us.
wasn't
Those-
even walking at that
Yeah,
point.
we were just-
I was sitting down.
So, yeah, so we got away from all of that stuff, and we said, wow, what a day. And it sounded like this.
What a day.
And, yeah.
Yeah, and when we finally we walked into the doors of AFY, and Lisa said to us,
Where have you been all night?
Oh.
Well, and what was really even worse about that was that we were just trying to have a good time, and I think what really hurt was when Jim came up to us and what he had to say. What was it?
Yeah, it was
what did he
rough.
say to us?
Where have you been all night?
And we both then we knew.
And then we told him the whole story.
And
That was our day.
Then here we are.
And
Here we are.
we
Telling
are.
the story to Jim. Yeah.